What's up, athletes? Welcome back. You know, language is so important, especially when it comes to describing our goals or describing the things that we want to achieve in life. Now, there's a massive difference when we use the word and versus the word but. Here's an example. I want to start a business, but I'm a mom. Or I want to start a business and I'm a mom. You see, when we use the word but, it creates a sense of block. It reminds us of the obstacles. It forces us to focus on the problem. I want to start a business, but I'm a mom, and so I can't because I don't have time and I have other responsibilities. But if instead I use the word and, my mind starts to look for the solution. I want to start a business and I'm a mom, so I need to find something that maybe allows me some flexibility, that allows me to pick up the kids when I can, that allows me to have more adaptability around my life to focus on those responsibilities. Now, athletes, I want you to audit the language that you use when you describe your goals. I want to start working out, but I don't have time. I want to start working out, but I'm a stay-at-home mom. So how can you maybe use the word and to create possibilities and solutions for you? The moment we use the word and, our mind starts to solve the problem. So athletes, speaking of which, let's get this started. Today we're doing a 10-minute full body, no stop workout. Now remember, if you are new here, athletes, to go ahead and subscribe so that we keep training together. And remember maybe to tag a friend so that they can start to work alongside with you. All right, now all we need today is just our mat. We've got 10 different movements. This is a no-stop workout. We're working for 60 seconds, and this is also what I call a wild card workout. So I show you your first movement, then you're gonna check this box above to know what is coming up. We're gonna work the full body today, and because this is a 10-minute workout, I'm really gonna ask you to just pace yourself, stay with me, find that breath, and then make sure that you can maybe hold a conversation with me as we go along. All right, athletes, now let's get started. Our first movement today to increase the heart rate and get us going is a skater squat. So come on nice and wide onto your mat. You're gonna drive your hips back to come down into that seated position. And so the hip is driving back and the knee is not tracking over the toes. So we're gonna move from side to side. All right, athletes, are you ready? In 3, 2, 1, let's go. So keep that back straight and drive the hips back. Now, it's amazing how we use that word but all the time. And so I noticed this as well. Sometimes when I'm speaking with somebody and my mind starts to already think about problems, sometimes the first word that would come out of my mouth is, but remember when that happened, or but, right? And so right away we start to look for that problem. And when we focus on that problem, we basically almost confirm within ourselves that there is no other way. And then right away that block is there and we can't seem to get past it. All right, now, speaking of getting past it, I know you're feeling the burn. Maybe we slow it down a little bit, but don't stop. Or we try to just find a better pace for ourselves and then know that we're about to switch into these walkouts that are just coming up. 3, 2, 1. All right, let's go. Without breaking here, stand on the top of the mat, and then you're gonna stand all the way back up. Now, you can find your speed here. If you wanna move a little faster, go for it. Otherwise, just stay consistent here with me. Squeeze the glutes, stand all the way up, and then continue to breathe. So don't worry about your speed. Now, I try my best to keep my legs straight. It always, though, depends on how tight my hamstrings are from the movements I've done the day before. So just do your best. If you need to bend your knees, go for it. But if you can try and stay with me here, then that is absolutely amazing. Keep up that speed. If you can go a little bit faster, do it. And make sure that that pace, though, is something that you can sustain. Now get ready. We're gonna go up for a crab tap. So we're gonna flip it over. Let's make this our last one here. And then all the way up. And now in this crab tap position, let's get our fingers pointing forward. I'm gonna lift up the hips. We can either stay here, we can lift up one leg at a time, or go ahead and grab the foot. So as I crab tap, I move my weight, shifting it from side to side onto the arm, and then really also drive through the core. So drive through the core. You got this. Keep it up, athlete. You can do it. Nicely done. Get ready next. We're gonna get into a fish pose, and we're gonna lift up the legs in a leg raise. That's it. Continue to breathe. Try not to stop here. We are almost there. Maybe you're feeling the triceps a little bit. It's completely normal. 5 seconds. 3, 2, 1. All right, we're gonna lay down, hands now by our side. So you have the option to completely lie down flat if you're feeling your back, or keep your hands behind you. And then just lift up the legs, keeping that low back in check at all times. We should not be feeling this in the low back. Also, if you're feeling your shoulders, no problem, lie down. You'll continue your leg raises in a way that serves you. Good job, good job. That's it. Continue to drive the breath. And in just a moment, we're gonna flip it over into a bicycle crunch. So I love these no equipment workouts because we literally can do them anywhere without having to worry about space. We just need enough space to lay down on our mats. 3, 2, 1. All right, bicycle crunch on your back now. And now we're extending one leg at a time. And if you notice, I move very slowly through the bicycle crunch, really focusing on full extension of that leg, pushing that low back into the floor. And if you try it this way too, if you're going a bit faster than me, maybe slow it down just a moment. And then really connect that low back into the floor. And then connect with the core. And you're gonna find that this is a much, much more challenging movement. All right, good work, athletes. We're gonna get ready now for our walkout. And this time, we're gonna add another element to it. And we're gonna switch it into an inchworm. So we're walking out forward, but then we're gonna walk back to the feet. And now we're gonna do this though without standing all the way up. All right, and break. Go ahead, stand all the way up. And now, I'm just gonna start with that walkout part. So walk out all the way into that high plank. From there, walk your feet to the hands. And now walk back, and now walk the hands back. So no standing up, just stay here. Really important that try to keep the legs straight. If you can't keep the legs straight, then maybe make them a little bit wider, or bend the knees if you need to, but stay here with me. Inchworm. And now walk it back. Good job. That's it. Nicely done. And now from here, we're gonna stand back up and go for an air squat. So getting off the arms a moment because we're gonna be right back down here. 3, 2, 1. All right, let's stand all the way up. And now feet out, drive the knees out, and now go into that air squat. So if you're having a hard time getting into this position, what I always recommend is maybe getting a chair behind you and then really just practicing your sit squat. So we get into that tendency of initiating the squat by bending our knees and lifting up the heels instead of driving the hips back like there was something behind us. So a great way to educate ourselves through that is just to practice a sit squat. The other thing too is an immature squat. So if I have a squat where I'm bending forward a lot, one thing I can do is come up to maybe a wall or something in front of me that would force me to keep my torso up. So those are some cues that I use with my athletes, and if you're finding any of those things, give them a try. All right, good job. Now our sit through. So come on over on all fours, and from here, I'm gonna drive the heel out. Come back. I'm gonna switch this over for you a moment, and then drive the heel the other way. So if you're having a hard time here, just stay with me here. Otherwise, drive the heel out. And now keep the foot on the floor, the one that's planted here, extend the leg all the way, and then move slowly. So again, the focus here is to drive slowly through this movement. Don't speed it up. Just stay with me here. Stay with control. Move with control. You got it. That's it. Good work, athletes. Move with control. And let's go ahead and get now onto the back one more time for a hip lift. Make sure we can reach the heels here. 1, 2, and then come down. That's it. 1, 2, come right back down. Spending more time in that top position and really driving through the heels to come up. So instead of trying to lift the hips up, just drive through the heels, come up. Almost done. Good job. Get ready here. We're going to get into a plank position next and finishing this off today with a super plank. Nicely done. So you have the option also to do a mountain climber instead, and I'm going to show you that in just a moment. So anytime we are doing any movement that requires that plank position, I'll always recommend to maybe modify using an elevated surface. So we can either stay here right now and just do the mountain climber, or go right, left, mountain climber. Left, right, mountain climber. So continue on here with me. Find your pace. The goal really is just to keep those hips down and then just move through that bit of cardio here to finish it up with the option of doing just that mountain climber if you need to today. Knowing that we continue to show up, we continue to improve, and from there, that's how we ultimately will build our strength. That's it. Nicely done. Good job, 10 seconds. Let's go. Finish it off strong. Remember, we sprint through that finish line. Let's try and do one more, and now clean it up. All right, good work, we made it. High five. Good work for always showing up for you. You're busy and you make time for you. So congratulate yourself on showing up. Remember, athletes, I have another workout link for you at the end of this one if you'd like to give that a go if you have some time today. Remember also that I love to hear from you, so comment below. How is this and what else would you like to see? Now, athletes, remember, if you're new here, to go ahead and subscribe so that we keep training together. And now, let's go catch our breath. Let's go refuel, rehydrate, and meet up in our next one. You got this.